What's going on, vibers? It's your boy J.S. Vaughn, and guess what, y'all? We back with another one. Today's track is coming from your boy SPM. You know what I mean? The name of the track is called Through a Window. Let's jump right into it, fam. Let's go.
Telephone might sound kind of weird, but I just want y'all to pay attention, okay? I'm back in the H, mind up in space, life full of heartbreaks. I'm back in the H, mind up in space, life full of heartbreaks. This for every
Harris County Jail. I'm back in this H, mind up in space, life full of. You know what I mean? Is the type of, I'm thinking the type of living that he's living where he's at is in suspended is hold into one particular time until he gets out, whenever that might be. You know what I mean? And he says life full of heartbreaks and whatnot. Well, we know that. You know what I mean? We all go through shit like that. You know what I mean? So let's go.
in the H, mind up in space, life full of heartbreaks. This for every hood, see, and every hood believing that things will get better and that you will break even. Always under stress and behind on the bills. Mama made sure we never miss no meals. And I'm still in the storm, but please don't mourn. Surrounded by badges on police uniforms.
Damn, man, he's like surrounded by badges, and I'm still in the storm, but please don't mourn. Surrounded by badges and police uniforms and whatnot. He's just talking about his life, being locked up and shit.
But please don't mourn. Surrounded by badges on police uniforms. Open your arms and accept my words. For my baby girl, everything I have is hers. For my welo and wela.
I told you, man, I'm big on family and whatnot, and like, you know where his head is at. Like, yo, in the beginning of the track, he already mentioned his baby girl and whatnot. You know what I mean? And you could tell that's one of the most things on his mind. You know what I mean? He mentioned his mom first. You know what I mean? And then he goes down. He mentions his kids and whatnot. You could tell this guy right here is a family man. You know what I mean? And I don't care what you go through in life and whatnot. And if you a person that's deep on family and whatnot, I know that freaking life is gonna throw you a lot of freaking punches and shit, and some you gonna learn from and shit. But having like a conscious foundation of family is always something that prevails you to do great.
Girl, have is hers. For my welo and wela. And for all of my cousins. For the struggling families. Keeping warm with they ovens.
You see that? I like that, yo. That strikes a chord. For all the struggling families, keeping warm with the ovens. I've fucking done that as a kid and shit. I know that struggle. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I don't want to ever experience that shit again. But I know that struggle.
For the struggling families. Keeping warm with they ovens. I look around.
Hold up, you ain't even mentioning freaking warming hot water on the stove. You know what I mean? To take a bath when there's no hot water. Those days too. Remember those days too. Let's go.
I see joy and laughter. If I could capture the moment, I wouldn't see what came after. When the sun disappears, now I face much years. I wipe the tears of my lady as her makeup smears.
Do you know what it is to see your life pass before your eyes? You miss the simple things, a bird with broken wings. The clock is frozen cold, yet men are growing old. The times, the time.
And I think the chorus nails down what the freaking track is about. Like, you know what I mean? Do you know what it is to see your life pass before your eyes and whatnot? It's just like on some real shit. Like the whole process of being incarcerated and whatnot, and entering when you're young and coming out when you're old and whatnot. In that process, it's like, yo, you're there watching, you're in the process of life but not really living life, you know what I mean, to the fullest and shit, you know what I mean. So and then they just jumping into that process and whatnot, and giving analogies like a bird with a broken wing and shit, the clock is frozen cold, you know what I mean, shit like that, you know.
Yet men are growing old. The times that time will kill. Our wounds that never
Make the right
heal.
decisions. You were made in this image. You deserve the very best, but only you can give it. I see.
I like that. Make the right decisions. You you make the right decision. You were made in this image. You deserve very best, but everyone, only you can give it. You know what I mean? That's bars right there, yo. You deserve the you deserve the very best, but only you can give it. You know what I mean? You have to. You have the power to do anything positive with what you want to do and whatnot, but you have to understand that you are the one that have the power to make these shits happen. You know what I mean? You can't draw the power from other people. You have to draw the power from yourself. You know what I mean? That's facts. You know what I mean? You're the only one that could do it if you believe that you can do it. You know? And there's bars right there, straight bars.
You were made in this image. You deserve the very best, but only you can give it. I seen mothers on crack, smoke while they pregnant. Sometimes a memory.
That's it. That shit. And I know why he's saying that shit. I see mothers on crack smoking while they pregnant. That's crazy, man. Because you ain't got possession. You ain't got the you ain't got the possession of your of your lane when you're smoking crack and your kids are pregnant. You know what I mean?
Can give it. I seen mothers on crack, smoke while they pregnant. Sometimes a memory's so tragic, I just wish that I dreamt it. Then I realized it made me who I am today. All the pain and I wouldn't have it no other way. The hardest things in life you can use to help others. I remember as a kid I hid under the covers. All the screaming and fighting felt like thunder and lightning. You can see my hands trembling with the lyrics I'm writing. I met my wife in my teens and she's still by my side. The bride of a G, two different worlds collide. But she saved my life and gave me something to live for. Too blessed to.
Yo, this guy is touching all the right chords right here. He met his wife as a teen and whatnot. She's still stuck with him. Her wife was a good girl, and she messed around with the thug. You know what I mean? That's where you get the freaking notion where opposites attract and whatnot. I completely believe that is true and whatnot, and I believe those relationships of opposites attract are what makes the best relationship, because both sides are learning things from the other side. You know what I mean? And it's not like one set freaking code and whatnot. If they generally love each other, that's the case and shit. You know what I mean?
Collide, but she saved my life and gave me something to live for. Too blessed to stress, still there is nothing I miss more than kissing her lips as she sleeps late at night. And although I'm locked up, you still keep me alive.
You said, even though I'm locked up, you still keep me alive. That's bars right there. You know what I mean? Because he's like saying, like, oh, some real shit. Your love outside is what keeps me alive inside. You know what I mean? That's deep. That's bars. That's dope. Let's go. Let's go.
Sleeps late at night, and although I'm locked up, you still keep me alive.
Do you know what it is to see your life pass before your eyes?
Oh, pause. If I'm talking a lot, man, pardon me. I'm drinking some coffee right now, and I usually get a little bit more talkative on coffee and shit. So just pardon me. You know what I mean?
The simple things, a bird with broken wings. The clock is frozen cold, yet men are growing old. The time will kill, our wounds that
Do
never
you know
heal.
what it is to kiss your babies through a window? See your whole life pass through a window.
Damn, man. Do you know what it feels to kiss your babies through a window? Damn. Nah, but I don't want to know, man. That shit don't sound right. You know.
Babies through a window. See your whole
I
life
feel you,
pass
son.
through a window. See your wife full of tears through a window. So many lost years. I guess God brings people in our lives to help us. From wives to those who volunteer at to mothers that listen and give us love and guidance. All the birthdays, holidays, fun and surprises. Where would I be without the ones who loved me? Before I could rap, before I had any money.
And he talking about like, yo, I mean, like, where would he be without the one that loved him? Um, he's talking about before he even started rapping and shit. You know what I mean? He had people on his side loving him and being on his corner and whatnot. It wasn't rap that brought those people into his life and shit. You know what I mean? And that's something that I always touch up on. You know what I mean? The people that's in your life that's always been around supporting you and telling you the truth even though you don't want to hear it and shit, those are the people that you have to keep in it. It's if you have somebody that's around you always telling you, yeah, you're right, yeah, you're right, yeah, you're right, you need to fucking run away from that motherfucker and shit because he or she has alternate freaking shit that in his minds and what his or her mind trying to fuck with you if you up, you know what I mean? So just be careful, motherfuckers, and the motherfuckers that's always hating 24/7 too. Never have anything positive to say. Always fucking hating. You need to get rid of them too. So remember, those are the clues, right? Those are the that you have to worry about. People that's overly nice and always agree with you, and everybody motherfuckers that's always hating. You know what I mean? You need to cut them loose.
Without the ones who loved me. Before I could rap, before I had any money. My best friend Joey, his mom Daisy would feed me. His dad was like my dad, but then he died from drinking. I try to think of the good times, and so should you. Every Easter Sunday we would have an ocean view. It was Galveston Beach, some say the water is dirty, but I never understood, to us it was so pretty.
You said, Joe. Some would say the water was dirt. Um, Galveston Beach. Some would say the water was dirty, but I never understood. To us, it was so pretty. You know what I mean? I mean like it, cause you know like you locked up and whatnot, and you see things you don't get to see the prettier things and whatnot. So even though the water to everybody else looks dirty and whatnot, due to the fact that you haven't seen like a beach in a while and whatnot, you look at the water, it's something that's breathtaking to you because what you've been seeing is some other shit. You know what I mean? That you would rather not see. So like when you see something that 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 feels like home or feels like somewhere that you want to be and whatnot, it gives you a good look. So I love how he displays that in the track.
Say the water is dirty, but I never understood, to us it was so pretty. Got kicked out of Welsh and checked into Hartman. Started smoking weed and my days had darkened. God made man, so of course he knows how we function. Just open this book, man, and read the instructions.
do you know?
And he's saying like he's saying right here that he got kicked out of Welch. I guess this is like, I don't know if it's a prison or it's a wing. I don't know. And then he was moved into Hartman. then started smoking weed, and my days had darkened. You know what I mean? Good. And he goes into like God made man, so of course he knows how we function. Just 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 open the book, man, and read the instructions. You know what I mean? So basically, what he's saying is like, where he was being held at. This is what I'm understanding. Where he's been held at and whatnot was a place that he was getting comfortable with, and everything was going great and shit. And then they moved him to another wing and whatnot, and he wasn't really wing or freaking place, because I don't know what the difference between these two places are. But if you guys do put me on in the comment section and whatnot, that would be very helpful. But he was like, since he moved to that other freaking location and whatnot, bro, shit got dark, and he started smoking weed, and I guess not giving a fuck anymore. You know what I mean? But then he goes into God made us and whatnot, and he understands what was going on with us and whatnot. But to wrap it up, he goes like, "Yo, just open up the book, man, and read the instructions." So I guess he's like he understood what happened and whatnot, and until he reverted back to reading the freaking Bible and whatnot, and started getting knowledge itself, and I'm guessing changing shit around again. You know what I mean? Let's go.
What it is to see your life pass before your eyes. You miss the simple things. A bird with broken wings. The clock is frozen cold. Yet men are growing old.
Yeah, the man is growing old. That time will kill.
The times that time will kill. Our wounds that
Do
never
you know
heal.
what it is to kiss your babies through a window? See your whole life pass through a window. See your wife full of tears through a window. So many lost years.
Yo, I mean, like, I pause this shit like a motherfucker, but I mean, like, for good reasons and whatnot. Yo, this track right here shows you what good writing could do, could what good storytelling could do. You know what I mean? Because it shows you the positives and negatives of not really positives. You know what I mean? The negative sides of being locked up and whatnot, and the reasons why. And what and, and he dives he dives into everything. You know what I mean? To to the support that his wife gives him and whatnot, to him thinking about his girl and whatnot, and the ironic, the whole feel. How does it feel like when your kids that come see you? The only type of freaking um um the only type of physical transaction you have with your kids is kissing them through a window. You know what I mean? Which is fucking sad as fuck. You know what I mean? Um, I mean, like, I have kids and whatnot, and I couldn't there's certain things that I have to have, you know what I mean? And yeah, and I could understand. Yeah, I really understand. I thought about it, you know, and there's like, yeah, I'm going through that shit right now with this freaking COVID shit, you know what I mean? And and I feel like I'm free, but I'm not really. I can't do everything that I want to do. You know what I mean? That's that's how I relate to this track and whatnot. Because there's a lot of fucking shit that I wish I could do, but I feel like I'm in. And that's this song right here, freaking parallel to this. You know what I mean? But not as he's feeling like he said he was like he was stuck in one freaking jail and whatnot, and then he come they whatnot was it Hartman? Like, mispronounced that shit. Yeah, they he was, and then they sent Hartman and whatnot, and he started smoking weed, and things got darker. You know what I mean? Because he it was humble and whatnot. He got the beach and everything like that, and then when they moved into Hartford, shit got crazy. You know, his dad. What was it? His dad. Oh, and he had a friend that raised him. He was just like his dad and whatnot. So he had a father figure in his life, type shit. You know what I mean? But his that dude died and whatnot. It's like ups and it's very. I mean, like great storytelling, great freaking delivery, great beat to go along with the story. I pretty much like everything on this track, you know what I mean? I hope you guys enjoyed this video, you know what I mean? If you guys did, you already know what to do. Leave it down there in the comment section all day long, all day long. Tell me what your favorite part of the track was. I guys, if you guys want more from um SPM or any other type of freaking videos, do put it down in the comment section. I'll get to it as soon as possible. You see this right? Yeah. This is my motherfucking thumb. I want y'all to take y'all thumbs and throw it all the way up to the motherfucking sky. Smack the fuck out of that freaking like button and whatnot. Show me some love and support in that way. Another way you guys can show me some love and support is by subscribing to the channel right down there all day fucking long. You know what I mean? Show me some love and support in that way. And that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? I'm going to check you guys out next time on the next video. Peace out, one love, and I'm out. You already know, fam. Let's go.